somehow if you get in with.
Well, this is going in, isn't it?
Oh wow.
Diamonds are now out.
You got 11 outs. You got 11 outs now.
He does make the call.
Damn it, give me a count.
What's up, poker fans? Welcome back to another Black Cash Poker video, where we bring you the best highlights and moments of the most entertaining poker events. Before getting into it, we would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos, as your support is allowing us to continue posting videos consistently.
Welcome everybody to the Millions Super High Roller Series here. We are about to bring you the final table coverage of event number 4 here, the $50,000 No Limit Hold'em event. Makes another appearance. Obviously we saw Wiktor Malinowski mixing it up yesterday, but Mikita Bodyakovsky is the man out in front at the moment, chasing that $765,000 payday for first. Without wanting to tread on too many political toes, Jeff.
Yeah, for sure.
But both Greenwoods made it through.
Fire now.
Nice to see.
A couple of big hands for
Jeff,
Hold'em.
We see this man obviously out in front as the chip leader, but there's no runaway lead like we've seen in the finals thus far.
280.
It does indeed.
The wheels spinning. You saw him thinking, right? He was he was up to some ill intentions here, and if you are Luke, this is an uncomfortable spot. Although you are the shortest.
Aaron peeling. We saw Aaron yesterday not 1 to 3 bet quite as much. He seems to be keener on peeling these open spree. Does that be open?
Be careful. Aaron flats a lot, and so if he's aware of that, but great play here. It's going to work just based on we know how Aaron plays. Ace King on the button folded too. Great. You're feeling really good, but at the same time, just like a spot where somehow if you get in with.
Well, this is going in, isn't it?
Oh wow.
Victor with King Queen and only 8 blinds in the small blind against the button raise. I mean, he's not loving it because he knows he doesn't really have follow-up equity, but he came into the day knowing that with 300k. And he's going to find himself in pretty poor shape.
Looks like it.
Jack, Jack, deuce.
Looks like it.
And there's an ace, so good game.
But Jeff, you come in as the shortest stack. Probably, so we didn't get to see the bubble last night, but guessing he was very happy when the bubble burst, holding just 8 blinds. And the min cash, sizable, 112,500 for 50k buy-ins. We're talking over 2 buy-ins for min cash.
I would have missed his ante when I shoved the small blind.
All right, Artur in the hijack, popping it up. Cary's going to look down on a pair of queens.
He's thinking about.
I'm about to say, Jeff, I really hope he goes for this route because I think the perception of the other players of Cary will be that he doesn't have that many 3-bet bluffs from the big blind, and so he has to play these spots perhaps a little different. And he's done just that. I like it.
Yeah. Maybe find the guy with jacks or 10s or, getting a flip ace king, but I agree. I like this.
He's in a nice spot here. Check calling King 4-5.
Interesting to lead. I kind of like that. I guess he's just saying he has more 5s.
Right.
There's flush draws. Also, his opponent, it's like.
Cary's line. Was it lead 60-60?
And here we go. Is Mikita gonna make a little mistake here? He's checking the cutoff against Aaron's undergun raise. He turned down the last option. That was with ace 8 offsuit. I got a feeling, Jeff, ace jack offsuit, he's going to give it a go, right?
And
wow.
He doesn't raise. So, again, he does mix this in the call range. And also he's in position here. This could be problematic for Aaron. This is not a great spot.
I thought for sure Mikita was going to 3-bet that. I would have 3-bet that in that spot. Showing again perhaps why he's one of the best. Just calls against Aaron and flops best on Jack 8-3. Couple of hearts there for Aaron.
Remember, he got carried to fold trip jacks at the final table and short deck that.
That was wild. First event.
Does have the heart. He's going to come out betting here.
175.
It's going to be a very small raise. This is like a little bit of a exploitative raise. Makes Aaron fold for just 100k more.
300,000, and Mikita will have like Mikita will have 6 mil.
Artur limping in under the gun. Ace, Queen of Hearts. This guy's showing how it's done with these sort of 20 to 30 big blind stacks.
Also showing how to ace queen, just minimize
That's why
exposure.
You gave me the look there straight away. It was the Ace Queen.
That's a hand I'm trying to figure out still. It's just like I just want to see how different. I want to see. This is a little surprising though. This one, I think this would be a nice one to raise.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm kind of find that one surprising. There's some guys who are going to jam behind you. It's a pretty good hand to call a jam with.
Yeah, which maybe he could be inducing in some ways with. But Aaron gonna take a peek here on the button. Cary with the suited ace as well. Gotta love to see the limp. Very happy to come in. Sort of like he's almost like can't believe how fortunate that is.
Mikita, King 4 clubs, probably gonna be pretty happy to see a flop.
What?
I mean, I guess he figures Cary and Aaron don't have too much of a strong hand. If he does bluff, he just has to get through Artur. But King 4 suited, I think we can just see a flop.
Yeah, but
300k would get
2 million,
done in his mind there,
1.4 Artur. Probably. Yeah, I think he might go for it.
He does
oh my
go for
goodness, all in.
And I mean, Artur, surely this is what you limp for, right? Take the chip lead of the tournament. Risky with 6 left.
Wow.
But I mean, this is why you limp.
He's not gonna call.
He's gonna call.
He's not gonna call.
He's gonna call, man. This is why he's limped.
I don't know anything about him, but I'm telling you, no, this is not why he limped. He did not limp to get shoved on by Mikita.
He limped. He just set this up.
He's limping to call Greenwood's stack. He's not limp. He can't call here. He can't. It's ICM suicide.
Yeah, but look what happens if he wins this pot. He's got what, 3 million.
You really think he's gonna
runaway
call?
chip leader.
He's folding for sure. Get out of here with that.
Come on.
Big lay down to your small pair.
Makita, that is so
He's just bossing
super interesting spot.
I would officially give up on like.
We saw a domino jam ace queen on a open on the button for a zillion blinds versus Greenwood. I think it's just sometimes you just say like literally they can't call.
You're cool there. You win. Look at that. You're on 25 bigs. I don't know about that one.
I mean,
He was still in there with sort of 6 bigs if you got it wrong. 7.
Queen jack suited. This is surfs up.
Surfs up.
On.
Aaron's laughing about the 4 deuce, but listen, if you get an ace 10 and it's not in there, I mean, what are you looking for? What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
This will be a call, and they're going to be gambling.
Sam will take it. Flip.
Deck.
Short deck, you're bad, really bad short.
Ace 5-5.
10 of hearts. Fair.
Great
I would
flop
take
for
an ace,
sevens.
8, 8. 5. Just.
How about a 10
little
of,
more
no, 10 of
fun.
hearts. 10 of hearts will be a good sweat card.
10 of hearts would be a good
That's a good
sweat
one.
card. The queen's a slightly better card for Sam.
Oh, diamonds are good though.
Diamonds are now
I
out.
did diamonds.
You got 11 outs. You got 11 outs now.
Yeah, not too bad.
Maximum pain here for Sam.
We're running queens.
Not much pain there.
450, right?
Queen's full.
It's one of those spots, too, final tails. Everyone always
Sam's
it's
unkillable.
always
Like
rooting
the-
against
like
you.
the
They want to
zombie
pay jump.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
Field to get a little.
Even your brother's rooting piece of bust there.
I'm on.
Sam with 14 on the button. He's going to jam it in.
This is like almost the exact same as ace 10 off, right? It's very similar.
Yeah.
It's like just, it's the best hand, but you're just don't love most hands you're
It's
going to
obviously
see.
a slightly different situation because Cary is the one at risk here. If Cary calls and loses, he's out. Whereas
Right.
Aaron would have the chance to still spin up.
It's
He does make the call.
No king queen.
shit.
Oh, somebody had a small pair.
Yeah, or ace 5, ace
Would've
4,
thought that long.
which would have
Yeah,
been, he's
sure.
got-
He's jamming
One-sided
deuces,
tank,
threes.
yeah.
Close.
Jack 9-3. Sam takes the lead. Just a 6 now.
Aaron's standing up.
The prepay.
Cary, come on, man. You've been.
Oh, it was close in the sense that it was an upside down one. And wow, Sam, he jammed a few through. He's been ducking and diving, and all of a sudden, he's got a pretty decent stack, Jeff.
Yep, another cash, another good performance from Cary. Ultimately ends up losing a flip. 5 left, 2 Greenwoods.
There we go. Can we have Greenwood on Greenwood heads up? Who knows?
I wonder if they've done it. I'm sure. They play a lot in a lot of these smaller fields, but still, it's hard to go 1-2. There it is, ace queen. Let's see Sam drive it.
Oh, does let it go. Uh oh.
Oh my goodness.
Jeff, how are you? How would you? I'm a believer. I'm converted. I'm with you.
What are we talking? 25 blinds?
70.
No.
30-60, no?
Less, right? Yeah, 30-60. So Mikita's only got what, just over 20? Yeah, 25. Less than 25.
They both have about the same stack. It's actually a little. He gave him, but that's typical on these stack sizes to go less than 3x.
Right. Of course, you're not going to get peeled.
Even though you are out of position, and
He's never peeling
and that's a
230.
call, and
Well, let's see, Jeff. Let's see how good Sam Greenwood is. Can he turn this hand into a winner? Queen high. Not enough. A little smile from Mikita. He knows it's up against it a little bit here. 5 outs. 2 cards to come.
no heart available for either player, so it's 5 outs, 1 to come. And it is.
6-figure runouts.
Yeah.
Mikita with a double up, 2.8 million back to the chip lead. Sam down to 280k.
Ready? On.
Yeah, obviously the last hand of the level.
And great spot. Finds a. You're definitely getting called.
Yeah.
It's just.
I have a very good hand.
He does have a very good hand. Artur needs to find an ace, just like Sam did in the last hand. Otherwise, Sam gets back into it again.
I thought.
Here it is, in the window, with another out behind. Sam needs a 9, and then he still has the fade outs on the end.
Sam also a little insult to injury. Just he's like, I could have used those aces last hand. Oh,
GG,
won't be GG.
Wow, that's how quickly it happens. He spun it up, and then he spun out. Sam Greenwood.
Is it 20? Stack of 20?
Well, it's unlike a scenario, but here is one of those hands they reference, Jeff. Ace-King in Mikita's hand, the 2 short stacks in the blinds, as we play 40k, 80k. Yeah, 225, all locked up. Mikita electing just to rip it in. Just a horrible situation could occur there, couldn't it, where he opens and Artur jams it in and he feels compelled to call with Ace-King.
And he is going to, and also,
Expectedly good hand. Fuck.
and yeah,
Aaron putting on the shoes, it's like the most advanced, putting on the jacket.
yeah, he's got,
Okay, Jack or a 5.
that'll get you almost sitting back down. That is one of the better cards. They could chop. Won't be.
But it's Mikita. Aaron taps all around, out in 4th, 225k, third final table of the week.
Uh-oh.
They're going deep into it,
Yeah,
Jeff.
some sorcery chat. Sorcery knowledge getting dropped. It's low. It's
right.
0. If you want to get back in the game, you're going to have to take a chance at some point. Because the other side of the equation is, sure, you have no full equity, really.
Right.
You're going to get called. You double here, you get $1 million. Let's say you wait, try to get it in with slight favorite or a flip.
Right.
Maybe now you only have 300K or something. Now you're back to where you are. So from that school of thought, this is a fine spot. It's 40% to be back in the game.
So obviously the lone big blind situation confusing things. 8-6-3. Lucas needing diamonds.
Additional, some good cards. That's not one, so
Nope.
taps the table. It was an actual, actual 0.
I need to call the gaming commission. It's great for Russia over here.
For
So
our
it goes on opposite side?
50k.
Nice score. Look at that. I mean, just see how
Can I
powerful
also have some
laddering
money?
is. Like,
Right.
just like it was really tight.
Right. Came into day guaranteed 112.5. Walks away with triple that.
If you guys would like to see more Final Table highlights from the biggest events in the world, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, as we do our best to provide highlights on a weekly basis. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the video.
I would think call, right? I mean, even
Yeah.
though
A call's definitely going to be the majority of the time, but
Yeah.
you're going to 3-bet this some of the time. I think you're right. And also, I guess it comes down a little bit to perception, right? To how does... I mean, I don't know how much Mikita and Artur have played, but you're going to have a feel of your opponent and whether you think you want to always take a more passive line or mix in a lot more aggressive lines.
checks back to 8.
Just some nonsense. One's 5-9,
Yeah, maybe go bigger here, like 250,
4,
but
7.
180.
it goes fairly exactly
half
half
pot.
pot.
It's nice when there's a lot of bluffs you can have to actually have top pair.
Yeah. Artur also does block the draws, the spades and the...
Wow, he's coming out with like a block kind of raise.
Yeah, tricky spot. You also realize this is potential of a spot. What is he checking back the turn that now he's betting the river turn, or he's leading out on? Like you would think he would bet his 2 pairs or his top pair. So kind of cuffed there to not being able to do much. So let's see what the river provides. And this could just go check, check.
Right, complete some of those straight draws. Both block a straight. These guys will be balanced.
King.
So yeah, that from that perspective, I think he kind of lost the min at that stage. Because let's say he just calls, Mikita may size up or go for a bet here on the river. And these series are pretty intense because the buy-ins are big. And some of these 50Ks and 25 guys are in for 2, 3, 4 bullets. And the thing you talk about, you could be in $1 million of buy-ins with one re-entry in the 250K. And you fly over here, you come out, and you know there's going to be guys that offer. That just don't even get on the. That don't even get
some
a
contenders
flag.
already, you know. Yeah. Some top players in that mix.
Of course,
already.
it's.
Mikita going to check back his deuce and gin on the turn. Surprised, Jeff, that you checked on back on a limp pot.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go for a prediction there because I would be almost sure he'd bet that one.
Kind of fun now. We both thought he was going to bet a deuce. Artur probably thought he would as well. So now he gets to have one of those fun spots, right, where you've got a hand you're not supposed to have.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, if you're Artur, you would expect he has some showdown value, like maybe an ace high, like So like, was he just going to start betting? What hand does he just start betting with now that you're beating? Like you would think he would stab with like Jack 10, right?
Right.
Like so, it's like what hand does he check? It's kind of.
I don't know. He
curious.
He called once with the queen high. Ace on the river is kind of a good card for Artur to see. I don't think. So yeah, if I'm sat there, I don't think Mikita's got a lot on this board.
640.
And that's why he's gone huge. Double pot.
Yeah, and exactly in the spot, you're basically repping a deuce, essentially, or just like somehow a random just stone air bluff. And it is a cool sizing, but I don't love it. He has a club in his hand, but he would probably bet club draws on the flop. He's in two. Got him in the tank at least.
Yeah.
He's burning some banks.
Myself and Jeff both thought, wow, he does make the call. We both thought he'd better deuce on the flop, and Artur feels like got stuck on that moment, didn't he? He got stuck on the thought that.
It's suited, right? 3-2, he's probably one of the few hands he'd fold, but the 3-deuce suited, I think he's just going to come start limping, and Artur with a pretty one to see. Heads up's never over, one double, and then you're a double away from the lead, so it's not so far out of reach. It's really inviting. And Mikita, from this perspective, it's actually the worst. It's actually a bit annoying because if he makes it 240 or 300, you're just like, all right, whatever, I'll move on. But for this actual price with the suited hand, calling 120 to basically have a chance to end the match.
It's a weird size. It's hard to imagine this is a balanced sizing. 200.
Yeah.
Well, a little something from Mikita. A deuce.
And the double
backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Quarter pot bet on a broken board. I'm with you. He probably thinks his opponent has a super strong hand.
And again, in this scenario, you don't have to be super. You can be weighted where it's even obvious, and you just go for it there. Oh wow.
Wow. More outs for Mikita. 1.1 behind.
Yeah, I think he'll go 300.
Yeah, it seems like half pot. Leave yourself 3/4 pot. All right.
Surprising.
Lair trap.
And Mikita's got to love to see that, because I think if you're Mikita, you just take a free one here. You're not scared of the ace peeling off. Your hand's he's not going to give a 3. And I don't know. I just don't see a ton of merit in betting here. What do you think?
I'm with you.
I just feel like his hand
so
looks
bad if you get jammed on.
Yeah.
against kings. You see that we got 29% equity.
Interesting. I guess at the same time, if you do think your maybe opponent has could have ace queen or ace x, they're not folding ace x's, but
You know, just go into trap mode with these kind of hands. No, he does move it in. See, this is the problem.
yeah, I don't like this at all.
You cannot get away.
Million.
The check on the turn was sneaky though. I guess maybe Mikita believes he would keep betting those hands though. So I just think with Mikita's particular holding, he has to be aware of that. Like that, whether he's
Cannot.
yeah,
He's getting
So-
2 to 1. Decides to call. Obviously, nearly getting the right price if he's against kings, and
Right.
and there are some bluffs in there. Maybe he has some ace highs. He has some heart draws.
yeah, for sure.
His attempt to win this trophy, not to be.
And I would say that's a misstep from Mikita, and really well executed by Artur to keep in the deuce 3 suited. He knows
Right.
he's taking a bit of risk with the sizing. It's small, but you got kings, it's heads up, and you're short, and really couldn't have gone any better for him there.
320.
This is a weird one because this is sort of like too good to fold, but he's not going to limp jam, so go to a flop.
His raise. Wow, what a flop for Artur. Smashes the 6-6-7. Mikita he has a heart and he has a 9. Certainly.
Like this spot with
Right, the 6 and the 7.
yeah,
the
they're
same
both
thing.
pretty dead cards, so this is a gin situation for Artur.
All right, he's thinking Artur's more likely to have a hand like Queen Jack, Queen 10, these kind of things.
220.
And if you're Artur, I think it's a very draw-heavy board, but your opponent, I think you have to give him some rope here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can do anything but cool.
540.
Well, the other side, the flip
How?
side, I'm surprised, but the flip side is it's a really draw-heavy board, and if your opponent did raise you and has a big hand, maybe do something contrarian that you think that the book says. And
Wow.
interesting, and Mikita is going to hook on here.
Wow, Mikita just thinks this is never a strong hand. And there we go. I mean, we didn't think he was going to raise this flop. Jeff Mikita obviously thinking the same, but I mean,
Oh man,
that's
this
the card
is-
that's going to get Mikita in
Oh,
trouble.
a lot of trouble. This is literally blocker city. Like for him, he's got a great hand to go crazy here with.
Does he just lead here? Does he just put it in?
8-9.
He'd balance that
Would
with-
he raise 8-9 though, suited pre-flop? So like that, there's that. I mean, I guess
But he can have hands like jacks and queens and stuff here that
Right.
don't want to check again and give a card. But
yeah.
okay, he does check it. Maybe looking instead, Jeff, to this one going perhaps check, and he gets to bluff the river. Doesn't expect Artur to bluff the second time.
Wow.
Damn it, give me a count.
Million 280.
Нет.
Mikita's put himself some tough spots in this one with some unconventional lines. I think this one he's going to get away from. I mean,
This is ambitious to think he has Jack 9, Jack 8 with the
With a
heart,
heart,
and this
yeah.
to raise him on the flop, and then
7-8, very logical hands. 7-9. 7x in general, but I have 3, 9.
Archer's got to love this. I mean, he's talking about a lot of like pretty suspect spots,
Right.
the suspect hands, and
I'm a fish, but I call.
that is his name online, I believe.
Fish
Shoot.
2013
Yeah.
makes the call.
Alright.
He's fishing for an 8 or a heart.
Yeah,
This would be a grim one if Artur were to
yeah.
lose here. If he holds, he's going to have a massive chip lead himself.
Yeah.
Coming back twice from over 3 to 1 down to have that lead.
Queen 6 suited. What a spot.
Wow.
Sorry.
Heart on the end, Jeff. That is a grim way to lose.
Again.
Makita.
Well, Mikita says sorry. There's no apologies in poker, Jeff, but he
Yeah.
feels a little grim how he's just done him on that one.
But
Yeah, and there it is. Confirmation of the payouts. Artur picking up a not too shabby 495k for that second place, but it is Mikita walking out of here $765,000 in the back pocket, and I'm pretty sure